Hello everyone, my name is Nia.
Amalie.
Objective: how can we order fractions?
Reminder, compare means to see the difference between two things. When you compare and ordering numbers and fractions, use special symbols to help us compare. They are greater than, less than, and equal to. 6 is greater than 2. 4 is less than 8. Two twos is equal to 4 fours.
Strategy 1. Use common denominators. 2/3, 3/6, and 3/4.
These are the steps.
Make a common denominator. If you forget how to make a common denominator, here are the steps.
Find the multiples of each denominator.
You would do 6 times 4, and that equals 24. And we use those numbers because they are the highest numbers. 2, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. 6, 12, 18, 21, 24, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24.
Circle the common denominator.
Our common denominator that we're going to circle is 12 and 24. Because they are in each fraction 3 times. All 3.
Find the least common denominator.
The least common denominator is 12. It is the least.
All right, friends, it's Miss Twyman. We are going to continue from where Swara and Nia and Amalie just left off. For us to just quickly review, we are finding and comparing the order of fractions. So we need to compare them and order them when they have different denominators. So our first task is to find the equivalent fraction using common denominators. So now we have to ask ourselves, what's the missing factor to make this number sentence true? 3 times what gives me 12? 3 times 4 equals 12. And we're going to bring that up to the numerator because we know 4 over 4 equals 1. And anything times 1 stays the same. It equals itself. 2 times 4 equals 8. We're going to repeat these steps for 3/6 and 3/4. 6 times what equals 12? Well, I know 6 times 2 equals 12. And I'm going to bring that factor right on up to the numerator. 3 times 2 equals 6. And again, I'm keeping that factor in the numerator because 2 over 2 equals 1 whole. Anything times 1 whole stays the same. Repeat the steps again for 3/4. 4 times 3 equals 12. Bring on up that factor. 3 times 3 equals 9. So now we're going to go down to our bottom steps where it says number 2. Put the fractions in order from least to greatest using the common denominator. So what I'm going to do first is erase some of our work so we can clear up our workspace. So I'm erasing these multiples, and while I'm doing that, I want you to look at your fractions that have the 12ths because that is our common denominator right now. 3/6, 2/3. Okay, so using our common denominator fraction, 8/12, 6/12, 9/12. So I'm going to start by writing my denominator that's the same 3 times. Because now all I have to do is look at the numerators. 8, 6, and 9. So which of those are the smallest? Well, I know 6 is the smallest of those 3 numbers. 6/12 is done. Then I look at 8 and 9. 8 is less than 9, so I'm going to write 8 over my 12s as my second fraction. That one's done. Last one is 9. So my last step, write the fractions in order using the original fraction. So now I'm going to change these to the original fraction. 6/12 originally was 3/6. 8/12 was originally 2/3. And 9/12 was originally 3/4. So we know they're in order. We just have to put in our chompers now, put in our signs. So 6/12 is less than 8/12. 8/12 is less than 9/12. We're going to use those same chompers down below. 3/6 is less than 2/3, and 2/3 is less than 3/4. So the biggest takeaway from today, we are still using common denominators. It's the same process, except we're using 3 numbers. So take your time. We're going to have a couple of days to watch this, and good luck.